We're at the Red Door in Portland, Oregon. This is my 2006 Ford Econoline Super Booty named Leroy. So that's my handy dandy bike rack. Precious fucking house keys. So this is the back door. Sometimes when I'm at the ocean, I just do this. And which I'm at the ocean every week. But so yeah, I just so what I do, like for instance now, to keep the heat in there and shit, these bad boys in, just keep it simple. I don't like when I'm out and it's parked, I don't like when people can look in, because obviously all my valuables are in here, but the only thing I care about is like my leather jacket and my bike. Everything else is just stuff. Just got some new curtains, new rug, dog shit on it, so I had to get a new one. But so this is it. This is pretty much just got everything I need. I don't really need too much, but it's probably the best living I've ever done. I've lived a lot of crazy places, but just because it's small doesn't mean we can't have it all, you know? I got fishing poles, metal detector, I got kayak, I got wetsuit, I got diving stuff. Kind of like my personal stuff is in here. I got my Orca cooler here. Kind of my kitchen. Kind of just dry goods. All my pots and pans. I don't know, just one plate, one fork, one knife kind of deal. Just keep it simple. That's my natural well water. I stop by the beach every other day, fill up my my bottles of water with Crystal Spring water. But I insulated the roof with this cedar, which is pretty sick. Keeps it from, well, in the winter it was like super frosty, but keeps it cool, keeps it warm, so it's kind of double action. But this is my bed. It kind of turns into a couch when I want company, and then you can like lean this chair back right here, which is pretty sick. And then you sit, and then you got like a nice little place for company for the stabbing kit.
How did you get this van? What was it, in this condition, or you built it from scratch?
So I've been looking for, I had a friend, she said she would loan me some money, and I didn't want to like jump the gun. I saw imported Toyota Hiace, and I was like, well, it was $9 grand. I was like, I want to do that. And then I called and I looked at it, and I went the next day, and then they sold it. So I held my breath, I slept on it, and she sent me a text the next day, and it was Ford Econoline, $4,500. And then she's like, you should go check it out. And I was like, probably not. And for some reason I was on the same street that day, and I stopped in, test drove it, and it was probably like the nicest thing I've seen for its price, which was crazy. So
you got it like this, pretty built already?
Yeah, it come with every Adrian steel racks. It came with mirrored side racks on that side that I sold, and it came with a pack rat thing. So a lot of it used to be an electrical van, so a lot of electrical vans will come with like a pack rat thing, and then the drawer comes out to like right about here. But I sold that, sold those two, took this, that was right there, I took that right there, because like the luxury of getting out of the driver's seat and walking back is like proper. And with this roof rack, which is nice, so a couple months ago I built this cedar wood deck up there so I can rot away and possibly just camp up there when it gets too hot in the van. Sleep out there and watch the sunset. There's some upgrades I want to do. Like I definitely want to insulate the floor for this winter. Take out all this. It's a little moldy, but it came with this super tough plastic lining, which is nice because obviously I had a dog shit in the carpet the other day. It was just, I threw up everywhere. It's gross.
Have you had anybody try to break in the van living in Portland or anything like that?
Yeah, my first van. Yeah. So I had a minivan, like a caravan, and I was in my friend's parking lot at our old apartment, and I remember I woke up and it was really hot. It was July. And I woke up and some dude was in the front seat going through my shit, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he was like, oh shit, and he didn't know I was in there, and I was just in my chonies, and I was holding my knife, and he's like, dude, my friend said my cigarettes were in here. And I was like, this bullshit. I was like, well, how'd you get in? He's like, it was unlocked. I was like, no, it wasn't. And so that was pretty scary. He was friendly because he knew he was in a fucking tight spot, but he just got in the right van. You don't want to get in the wrong van, but yeah, I've heard people open the door, like pull the door latches, you know, and kind of hang around it for sure. I've had flashlights, you know, going in through the front doors, for sure.
Do cops fuck with you out here in Portland?
Never.
Or living in it?
Never been fucked with once. The only time I've been fucked with in a van was down in San Francisco, down in the Bay. But other than that, never once. Like, it's so sly and it fits right in the street, you know. Like that one right there, like that one will stand out if somebody's living in it. But this one, since it used to be a Stoner electric van, it's like real clean. It's still like it's still like a kind of a utility truck like van, so it doesn't really stand out as a like full living, you know.
Yeah. What makes you want to live in a van other than getting a house and stuff?
The freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got money. I can go wherever I want. I mean, gas is a little pricey right now because it's summertime, but other than that, like, it was the finished puzzling pieces to happiness, you know. And so I found it. I have everything I've ever wanted. It's in here. I mean, there's stuff at my lady's house, you know, the valuable stuff. But other than that, what you see is what I have, and I'm the most happiest with nothing. What
makes you want to live in Portland in a van other than other cities and states like that?
Well, one, you can't live in a van anywhere else. It's like, definitely back east, it's illegal. California, it's illegal. You can't fucking, I mean, Portland, I kind of stay around here because I grew up right up the street, but it's just like still underdeveloped to the point where you gotta be sly about it though. You can't just like have a bunch of trash hanging out your car. You gotta know where to park. You gotta be, you know, you can't just be hanging out like this, you know. But I don't know, this place is still a little untouched, so the opportunities are definitely a lot better. You know, you can go to the mountains, you can go to the coast, you can go inner city, you can go out of the city, so it really doesn't matter.
So if you had if somebody's asking you the negatives and the positives about living in the van, what would you say to somebody trying to begin it?
For the positives, there's definitely more positive than negative. The first thing positive is get a running, reliable vehicle. Like, I've had 3 vans that weren't reliable, and it's fucked. Breaking down because your whole life's in the van. You know, you got all your possessions, you got your money, you got your bills, you got all your paperwork. You know, I got my bike in here and I got a lot of valuable stuff, but like, you can't just walk away from it if your van breaks down, and if it does, it's like stressful. And so first thing is reliable. It doesn't matter about the size, it doesn't matter about the year, as long as it fucking runs and it's safe. That's pretty much the first thing you do.
Somebody is like in California, New York, would you push them away from it, or? Well,
it's harder. You got to be more under the radar. Like when you pull over, obviously, like here, like our side streets are, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to park. Past 8 o'clock, it's free. Like when you go anywhere else, I mean, everybody I've met that lives in California, they go to these parking lots at Walgreens or Walmart or whatever. We don't even have to do that here. I mean, this is my go-to everyday place, and they let me stay in the parking lot. They're like, you can leave the van here whenever you want, but like, it's about who you know, how clean you are, how clean you stay, and like, just kind, you know, the vibe. Other than the van life is not for everybody. I don't even like using that fucking name, the van life. It's like, to me, it's like glorifying something that a lot of people just act like they do, rather than what the real, like, it takes a very special person to live this lifestyle, and it's not for everybody. But when you do it, like, fucking do it, but don't give it all away. Don't give away all your secrets, but at the same time, it's like, the real people that are doing it don't show this shit. You know, the real people that are doing it don't have the sprinters. They don't have the fucking super fucking fancy 4x4 kitchen, fucking bathroom, shower. Like, my showers are like my ladies' places. My fucking laundry is like my ladies' places are up the street, you know. Like, I cook in here, I clean in here. The fucking ceiling smells like sausage, you know, from breakfast. And that's what you don't see in the van life, you know. But I think it's funny to see it turned into like a rich, wealthy fucking yuppie shit, you know, rather than the real lifestyle. So the lifestyle, 1, find a girl on Tinder. Second, just let the good times roll. Yeah. But mainly find a girl on Tinder, you know, that can help you. Yeah. You definitely need the help. The more people you know, the more laundry you'll get done, the more dinners you'll be invited to, the more fucking people will let you stay in their driveway and keep you safe, because they know that you want to live this life, but they want you to be safe because they care about you. Like, I get invited to driveways and dinners. Like, yeah, this might be my home, but I also have homes all over the fucking world. You suggest people living the life for work, or what can you do? Honestly, you can do anything. You can do the typical 9-to-5 shit, or you can just do odd jobs. Like I just got let go at the farm. I worked with horses for the last year, and season's over, so I'm free to roam summer, but I don't fuck around because we only got 3 months of summer here, so I'm not trying to work it away. But as long as you know what makes you happy and what you need and don't need, and then put aside all the bullshit, as long as you're happy, it really happy.
So it's a good thing for BMX riders and whatnot?
Oh fuck yeah, because we can come and go when we want. Like I can go pick him up and then we can go somewhere, and guess what? No hotel, no fucking camp fees. I mean, as long as we take our bikes and they're safe in here. I have a blackout window. We black out the windows, and then I ride around and I'm like, I fill out a spot, like I'll stop and I'll be like, oh, check out that spot later. And then I come in, I park the van. If I'm feeling it, I turn off the van, turn off the lights, come back, pull the curtain, make a cup of tea, and definitely no hanging out. This is like the hangout, but like when I go somewhere, it's definitely respectful because people are weird about you parking in front of their places, you know? If you find the key to happiness, fucking roll with it. Lock that shit down. I want to live a lot of different places, but for now, it's definitely in a van. I want to do it for another 5 years. I think next will probably maybe be a boat or maybe a tree house or something, but life's too short just to live in one box your whole life, you know? So.